all, this is Nipperss. Hey, welcome to another episode of Ironman 7. It's getting to be pretty late Wednesday, and it looks like the death toll for this first week is going to be seriously high. There's still a couple players we're not sure about, but yeah, it looks like there may only be like 4 or 5 of us that actually survived. But there's a couple others that may or may not have made it, so we'll have to see later. But anyways, kind of did some work on my little shed base here. Of course, it's probably dark out. Yeah, it's dark out, so it's kind of hard to see. But helmet would be good. Okay. So, anyways, this was the initial little hangar, and then I built on an extension, and I think you saw kind of the first workings of this. I went ahead and encased it in glass because I started having radiated fog, and it's like, I originally kind of intended that to be kind of an open-ended shop, but decided, yeah, it'd probably be better to seal it up first. Or go ahead and seal it up. So I'm not exactly the best designer of this kind of stuff, but I like to fiddle fart around with it, and so this is kind of the concept idea that I got going here. The other thing is I have gotten, and I probably should show this because I'm really bad about not getting this shown. So level 21, 320 kills, haven't died yet. So with getting level 20, I was able to get my SV assault ship built. For anybody who's seen my Conquer All series that I had just done, you got to see the building of this, and it actually worked fairly decent. Now, when I built this, I built it for the purpose of assaulting all the bases, and it's combat vessel outright. So, but I'm pretty sure the settings I had were on easy, and so even though this thing took a massive beating and hardly lost any blocks. In fact, I don't think I ever lost more than 20 blocks the entire series, and most of them were just the small trim ones off the edges. But on hard mode, I'm thinking this thing might take a bit more of a beating. So this will actually be a pretty good test. It's all hardened steel on the outside shell, so I think it'll do all right. But we're gonna put that theory to test because for some of the upcoming missions, I'm guessing I'm gonna want some heavy armor, which I have not been able to loot anywhere. I've looted all the POIs that are here on Omicron and all the civilian POIs up on the moon as well, and didn't get hardly much of any armor. So I've got a few suits of medium, but no heavy armor. So the other thing to note is that other SV that I was using, that was kind of a temporary thing, I went ahead and deconstructed that, and I also deconstructed that Coyote Runner hovercraft, and I did go ahead and spawn in my mining vessel so that I can go ahead and grab what nodes are left out here. And the other thing that I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to build a CV, so I will actually take this thing with me to any other planets where I need to go ahead and mine out the resources. One of them being the Omicron moon. So, as far as CV goes, I've got this one started, but I'm having second thoughts. This was the Pond Skipper CV that I made for unofficially participating in the Ironman 6 series, and it was a great vessel. It got me around the entire solar system. It was a wonderful little vessel. It didn't quite work as I'd planned on it, but it actually did pretty good. But because I'm wanting to take the mining vessel, yeah, I don't know. Putting the mining vessel on and off this thing was a major pain in the butt. That's probably my biggest complaint on this thing. So, yeah, I'm having second thoughts. I'm actually thinking of instead doing this orbital truck thing that I'd done a long time ago. Instead, which is just a really simple CV, just to truck my assault ship and my mining vessel. But this thing doesn't really have hardly any defenses. I don't think it has... well, I know it doesn't have the warp drive or any of that. So I may want to redesign that considerably to do that. Of course, I've already loaded up Zascosium and Arestrum in this thing too. Of course, if I do that, I got a whole bunch of that Zascosium and Arestrum when I took down the PV patrol vessel that was around here. If you make sure you grab the mounted weapons, those are loaded with Zascosium and Arestrum parts. So, what would it take? How much of that does that take? Oh, it takes a lot more than there's there. 216. Yeah. I might have to blueprint something up special just to get my resources back out of this. I don't care too much about the iron. Not that big a fan of losing much in the way of neodymium. I really probably should have thought this out a little bit better. Of course, this one requires 440. How much do I have in there already? Oh. I could do that. It's just a simple little concrete space station that I'd made. Yeah, that would get my stuff back. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this. Start production. So, but anyways, so for the first test for this SV, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't deal with that carrier that's patrolling the space station up there, because I want fairly easy access to get all the trading done. Because I didn't loot any heavy armor, and I need heavy armor. And so I'm guessing I'm going to want to I'm gonna have to trade for it. So there's a bunch of stuff. I also need armor boosts. I don't need those. I've got like 6 of those, I think. Yeah, there's an EVA with 2 oxygen tanks. In fact, I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna go into space. Yeah, that one's got an EVA too, so yeah, I can do to part with a couple of these. Don't really need that either. So I've got 2 armor boosts and a radiation boost. I would like to have a couple more armor boosts and preferably 1 or 2 more of the multi boosts. Because you got to be careful with heavy armor. Because if you put in too many armor boosts and nothing else, you can't hardly move, you can't hardly jump, and that'll get you killed. As you can see, I've done a little bit of hunting. So I know I've got stuff that needs to be sold. Let's see, I can sell that and that. That's an extra. Not really much I can sell there. Maybe I don't have as much to sell as I thought I did. That needs to go in the constructor upstairs. That's the other really weird thing with this. I've gotten 2 attacks, drone-based attacks, and that's it this entire season. And I'm not sure if that's because I just don't have any weapons. I actually don't have any weapons on this thing. Or what the deal is. Actually, not having weapons on this thing is probably not a good idea. Okay, I think that's all I've really got for selling, I guess. Don't know that I necessarily want to... I've got a bunch more pentaxid someplace. Where did I put the pentaxid? Pentaxid has kind of been the bread and butter for stuff for me to sell. Is that in the constructor and I just missed it? Oh, I bet. I think there's still a cargo box. Okay. There's still a cargo box underneath, I think. Underneath the base. Still not as much Texas as I thought there would be. Okay. So, I'm going to try and sell all that stuff off. Hopefully. That's going to drive me nuts. I know there was like... I thought I had a stack of like 200 pentaxid stashed away. Well, there's 99. I can sell those. Ammo box, maybe? No. Got ammo in the ammo box, but no guns hanging around. Okay, that must be the entire... I must have sold the other pentaxid already. Okay. Let's see, I got 3 of those, 16 of those, 89 of that. I got plenty of fuel. I probably should take some food with me. Sure, we'll take that in a minute. And what have I got for Otyugh? Yeah, let's take some jugs of water with us. I'll make some and have it sitting in the constructor in this thing. So this thing does not have a jump drive in it, or warp drive. Alright. Let's go and... oh, I gotta have steel plates for that. Fine, we'll take half of that. Okay. I can make 20 of those. That'll be more than enough. Yeah, we'll do that. I wonder if I should grab more water. I got plenty. Better be safe than sorry. Rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Okay. So there we go with that. Probably should put that away. If we're gonna go ahead and loot. And we're gonna sell that, but we're gonna put that there. And I believe I've got a fridge on here, don't I? I don't have a fridge. Well, that was a little bit of an oversight. Okay. Well, I guess it stays on me. Okay. Let's get this thing going. One of the things I did with this vessel is I took off the wings in the last series that I did because of the base I had. The wings were too wide to fit through the door, so I ended up just taking the weapons off and just mounting them basically where the wings are at. Which, yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I may or may not do that with this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna fly over there and we'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, let's make sure I'm loaded up here. Don't have a lot in the way of rockets. Alright, let's go down this pig. Launching already. Where's the guns on this? Right there. Are they gonna shoot back? Oh, now they're shooting back. Let's get down some of these drones. that it? Thought this was going to be more difficult than it was. Where's the core in this thing? Maybe in the cockpit. Well, we can try and find out. This thing's pretty thin, so. Hole punch through it. I have no clue where the core is in this thing. I'm assuming it's going to be in the upper decks. Oh, stop moving. What am I doing for rockets? Oh, crap. Oh, there we got it. It's cored. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of these. At least try to. Whoop, jetpack. Alright. Power coils, nice. Okay. Probably shouldn't get very far from the ship. Okay, got those two. Need this one here. Power coil. I don't know if this thing despawns or not. Oops. Overshot. Definitely want those. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna let's get turned topside here. Let's go ahead and go in here and get some cover just in case. Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh. Inventory full. Not good. Alright. Let's go ahead and offload that for a moment. 6 steel plates is all. Okay, great. I know with freighters, they despawn within a certain amount of time, but I don't know if the carriers are the same way. So I'm going to grab as much as I possibly can while it's still here. Oh, nice. Oh, this thing has a warp drive in it. Not too concerned about that's a regular constructor. One thing you do in doing this is you just make sure you grab everything. Hit the boxes. Don't worry about emptying out the boxes because they got like a 14-minute timer on them. If this thing despawns, it takes whatever's in the boxes with them. So, if you deconstruct the box, the cargo container that drops still hangs out. Let's see, how's my oxygen? Oxygen's good. Ooh, what was in that one? More stuff to sell. Oh, we got a nice little set of living quarters back here. Okay. I haven't gotten any warnings that this thing's gonna despawn, so maybe it won't. Which would suit me just fine. Oh, definitely want to make sure I grab the big thrusters. Punch my way through the other side, make sure I got those. No, I did not. Okay. Looks like I got most of the major components. So now, let's go ahead and get those boxes. The contents of them. Let's start here. Try to keep stuff somewhat consolidated here. Nice. And actually get kind of hungry. Keep an eye on that. Okay. The oxygen. Okay. So I got those two. Oh, nice. Another medium armor. I can probably sell that one. And another one of those. Make sure there's no goodies back here that are buried. I don't think so at this point. Yeah, this thing's only one layer thick. Let's see. Does this thing have 6 landing pads or just the 4? Looks like just the 4. Alrighty. That's good enough for me. So, let's go ahead and get in here. So now the only thing I really got to watch out for is there's a train station. I need to keep an eye out for freighters, because there are freighters that buzz by here, and they will shoot your ship. So, I don't want to linger in here too terribly long. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what we're selling here. Alright, go ahead and eat that. Let's see, yeah, I want to sell those. Sell all that. I'll go ahead and sell that. I can get more. So we made out really good here with 23 Zascosium. And restroom, yeah, this is good. This is good. So those I'll go ahead and throw into the factory. Oh, we got quite a few flux coils too. This is good. Alright. Okay. And I think I have to go to the plant surface to sell those. But I can do that from here. And in doing that, I'm going to keep that on me just for safekeeping. Yeah, this is my boosted one. Don't need those. I do actually need those. Oh, that's good because I was short on cobalt too. Ooh, yes. Those are good. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, we only got the one, so... one red dot's good. We get 2 red dots, we need to panic. Turn my jetpack off. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Is this right? Or is it up? Yeah, it's here. Okay. Alright. Let's see, you buy EVAs. Oops. So. And insulation. I still got more. How about, yes, oxygen. Radiation, medium armor. Okay, that brings us up to 78,000. I'm not even sure if that's enough to buy. Oh, you also buy pentaxid. That should be enough to get my heavy armor. Okay, so you don't buy pretty much anything else. 1 red dot, so we're still good. Gotta be careful not keeping my nose inside the vendor too long. A multi-tool 2. Oh, he buys other boosts here. So I got mobility. And jetpacks. Perfect. Night vision goggles. And yeah, he doesn't really have much else. Okay. Let's go down to the planet surface. This way I won't get shot up by the armory, which I'll be grateful once we can hit the armory, although in taking down the armory before, because I unofficially participated in Season 5, and the armory was one of the missions, and I got my butt handed to me really bad. Oh, you're only going to buy one. Okay. How about, yes. Okay. You know what? I need those. Need magnesium powder for rockets, and there isn't hardly any available up on the moon. I think there's deposits only like 67, I think. Is there another guy here that sells stuff? Oh, you can buy a multi-tool 2, tier 2 from him. Interesting. Okay. Chainsaw. I was wanting to get rid of the multi-tiered ones. Well, maybe I'll have to throw them in the factory. Okay, and you just sell food. It doesn't look like there's any other sellers here. I thought there was a medical guy around here somewhere. That's out to the front door. Oh, there is. Did I miss the medical guy? Oh, yes I did. Okay. So, yeah, I always make a habit of... that's not what I wanted. I always buy up medical supplies. It's just easier to buy them up than even try and attempt to make them. Well, I'm here. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that takes care of this place. So I need to get my butt back up into space, which I'm pretty sure was single player because I'm down here, the playfield up there is suspended. So that's why I'm not too terribly worried about my ship being parked in the... Okay, there's only one red dot, we're good. Let's see. Where's the heavy weapons dealer? I'll take your magnesium powder. Maybe in here. Ah, yeah, here's weapons dealer. Buy all that. And buy that. Whew, those are spendy. But he does not have... Oh, he buys multi-tools. Okay, cool. Okay. That's not the heavy weapons dealer, though. Clinic. Tech. Maybe tech. I'll try this. Okay. Laser rifle cells. Don't need those. Got that. Don't need that. I think that's more or less it. Okay, heavy weapon. Okay. Buy a couple more of those. Oh, he's out. That's why. It's like, why can't I buy more? I want more. Okay. Weapons. I need to upgrade the sniper rifle. So let's go ahead and... Ouch! Seriously? I suppose. I don't use it a horrible amount, but... You only live once, right? Okay. Yeah, I got what I need. So, yeah, we're good. So now... I'm gonna go ahead and raid the fridge, or raid the garden here. I think there's one on the other side too. I think there's a bunch of passageways and stuff around here as well. Let's see here. Oh, my meat spoiled. Put this on a toolbar so I can eat it on the run faster. Oh, I didn't realize birthing fruits dropped your temperature. I knew oranges did. Interesting. Okay, I've got plenty of oxygen. Alright. Time to leave. Let's go ahead and do this for the moment, just so that it is ready to go. So I'm sure that puts us, yeah, we're almost at 48 minutes. I had no intention of doing that. I'm trying to keep these down to half an hour. That does not always work. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there. And now that we've got our heavy armor, we'll see if we can't get that put to use for this whatever next mission that Captain announces. So, anyways, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.